Good morning and welcome to video 2 of the Rhoten Road Show. I gotta start off with an apology. I don't normally lie to you, but I did last night. So stick around and I'll tell you what I did, and I'm sorry. Well, for my lie, which wasn't intended, and I apologize for it. I had told you I would videotape laying out the sign on the laser, and I was having some issues last night, and it boils down to this idiot here. I mistakenly had part of my settings in millimeters and part of it in imperial, and they weren't working right, and my speeds and feeds were all wacky, and I got frustrated, so I just shut down last night. So I came out here this morning and I realized real quick what my issues were, and before I realized what I'd done, I had laid out the sign with the laser. So I apologize for not recording the laser portion of it, but this is what I've got laid out. And again, I'm going to go back and I'm going to carve this, and then the flag and everything's going to get painted, and the heart's going to get painted. But I'm going to use the carving liner, and I'm going to carve all the wording inset, and then I'll carve the outline of Texas and of our flag and the star. These will get painted. They'll just have an inset line around it, and the heart is going to get cut with the carving liner. So everything's going to be done with a carving liner basically, and then it'll get painted as well. So I'm going to get started on it, and if you're thinking, what is this crazy man doing, because this side's kind of overloaded and there's nothing here, it's because I want everybody, when I take this to the meet and greet in Cedar Park, I want everybody to sign on it. So I need to leave room for people to sign, but I didn't want to forget our mentor Dave. So I wanted to get this broken heart and his name and his date of birth and date of death. Anyway, that's the reason there's so much open space all the way around it. That was on purpose, so people would have room to sign. So when I come back, I'll be set up, and I'm going to be using, like I said, the carving liner on everything. So this should be a fairly quick carving. So hang on, and I'll be right back. Well, all right, it's bonus video time, and I'm going to go ahead and get the carving liner set up for the depth, and I'm not going to go real deep on the first pass, because it is the carving liner even though it's in cedar. And then we will come back and clean up a little bit maybe, and we'll get to working on it. So here we go. A little deeper than I thought I was going, but it's working okay, so I'm going to leave it at that depth, and quite honestly that probably is going to be my final depth, but we'll keep going. So here we go. I gotta tell you, making this sign makes me feel like I'm doing a thesis for my doctorate in college, which I'm no doctor. I had many of finals, but doing this for your mentor, there's no pressure on you. Here we go. I'm not going to bore you with a whole lot more of that. I'm going to finish the rest of the carving off camera, and when I come back we'll be working on the cleanup and finishing this up, so I'll be right back. Well, alright, the carving's done and I've got it masked off, and obviously you can tell that I've shot it with the black primer, and we're going to let this dry, and you can see a little bit of the wording and everything. So anyway, I'm gonna let this dry real good, and then I'll come back here in a little bit and we will sand it off and take a good look and see what I need to fix, if anything at all, and then we'll get on the painting. So see y'all in just a little bit. All right, it's had plenty of time to dry, so we're going to go ahead and start removing all the paper towels and the tape and the masking, and you're going to see I masked this thing off very well. Just didn't want to take any chances. It's probably overkill, everything that I do, but like these knots right here, even though I was pretty sure they were going to be covered with paper towels, I just didn't want to take a chance on any ink or the black primer getting down inside the inside those cracks. You'll never get them out of there. So it's just a whole lot easier to go ahead and mask everything off. And it takes a little while to do it. Saves a whole lot of headache. So, all right, let me look, see if I've got any more tape anywhere. I don't feel any. So, all right. So the next step, get this turned around, is to go ahead and do the sanding. This is going to stick with some 80 grit right now. This is 80 grit with the random orbital, so here we go. Alright, I see some areas that I want to fix, and so I will take care of those. But basically this is in a nutshell how it's going to work. Like I said, I'll paint this red, and then this will be painted with the red, white, and blue of the Texas flag. And so we'll do some more final sanding and stuff, but all in all, it's coming along. So I'll see y'all in just a little bit. Alright, this is going to be a wrap up of video number 2 of the Rhoten Road Show. I'm going to pick up in video 3 with the painting, and then hopefully we'll even get a couple of coats of the halcyon applied on it, and then we'll have it ready for everyone to sign on Sunday at the meet and greet in Cedar Park. I have made this on behalf of all of us sign carvers who follow Dave and Eric and Vicky and adhere to their way of carving signs. And so it's been my honor to make this on behalf of all of us who follow them, and it's going to be a thrill to present this to them on Sunday. So this is going to be a wrap for video number 2, and we'll pick back up on video number 3 real soon. And so in the meantime, if you would, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel if you would, and don't forget to ring that bell icon. And if you would, share my channel and my videos with your family and friends. I'd greatly appreciate it. And lastly, please leave me questions and comments. I appreciate every one of them, and I'll take the time to answer them all. So thanks a bunch, and we'll see you real soon in video number 3.